Hello, hello, it is the Trading Captain. I'm back for another daily recap. So I'm currently sitting up $25.46, so green on the day, and I took a total of 4 trades. So again, just being very conservative here. I'm pretty happy with how today went, all things considered. Last week, as we saw, the momentum was shifting down. Towards the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, it was really bad. So I made the decision during the weekly review that I would be a lot more conservative going into today. And if I missed opportunities, so be it. But it's better to play it safe whenever everything was just reversing. So that's more or less the approach I went into today. And I mean, I made money, so it couldn't have been the worst decision. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually go down over some of these trades here. So we'll start with SKYE. As you can see here, there was a massive sell-off. This was on news that a biotech company had a very poor performing test, and so it ended up completely capitulating. I waited for price to stabilize a little bit, saw it was stable. So once we saw this first push to VWAP and a pullback on somewhat low volume, I thought, okay, get in here, try to look for the next squeeze through VWAP, and unfortunately just ended up stalling out. I ended up getting out for a small loss. It did end up rallying, but can't be just holding through this, because if this is just a pause before the next leg down, you don't want to be stuck in that. So I ended up bailing for a moderate loss. So next trade, LITM. This one was very whiplashy, and I was trying to get in here. So as you can see, we had a major spike of volume on this candle, and then on the following candle, the volume was significantly lower. I was trying to anticipate a bounce here, but you can see even just from this, it was very whiplashy, and I ended up getting out for just a small profit there. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, we'll go on to the next one now. APDN, and that was at 803. APDN. And yeah, so this one was another spike. I don't remember the news on this. Okay, so this was them changing ticker symbols. Gotcha. So 803. This was on a breakdown. You can't see it on this candle, but the volume was much lighter at the time of this breakdown, and I interpreted that as a squeeze to try and make people bail out, so I went ahead and bought here. It did resolve nicely, but I ended up bailing a little bit early for profit. It was a pretty nice winner, even though I could have probably just sold half and then tried to let the other half ride for a little bit more, but I didn't have the highest conviction today, honestly. I mean, I took less trades, I was bailing a little earlier, so it's not too surprising. And SPRB, this one was the one that, out of all the trades, it was a little bit the least happy with. So we'll go ahead and look at it here. Crazy move, by the way. Look at this monster move. Didn't expect this at all. So I was looking for a potential retest of high of day here during this consolidation here with this leg up. And I want to see if I can zoom in just so I can really try and drive home what happened. So we had this move up. I had been documenting this and watching in it for the last like 15-20 minutes here, and I noticed the volume was significantly lower on a lot of these pop downs, and I was interpreting this as someone trying to make the price look like it was dropping whenever it wasn't actually. So whenever I saw that this was holding and we had this pullback again on very low volume, this to me, it was just a signal it was going to go. And I think what ended up happening was I oversized. So I took half size, which would be fine, but considering the price of this stock being so high and how volatile this thing is, it's moving like several dollars a minute. After I had gotten in, even I could feel that I was over leveraged. And even though price did end up going in my favor, and I actually never went red once I entered, but I could feel the over leveraging, and that more or less made me too hesitant to hold. So I held for a little less than a minute on this. Yeah, so I held for about 46 seconds. I was aiming for a squeeze through 19, and my target was around 1950 to 20. That was the objective. But again, I just ended up getting shaken out. I was seeing it test 1890. It tested it like 5 times, and it just was not breaking through it. And I ended up bailing out for a small winner on it. This looks like an impressive win, but you got to remember, again, I believe I oversized here. This really should have been like a $5 to $7 winner. Maybe if I had taken reduced size, that could have given me more conviction to hold longer. But at the same scope, this whole day I've been much more conservative, and I'm wondering if there's a more fundamental issue with that. Just that I was being so conservative that being in such a volatile stock was going to shake me out regardless. I'm not really sure. But overall, we've seen a much bigger surprise to the upside, like SPRB. This one was a very, very impressive move today. What was it? SOP? Was it SOP? SOPA? Yeah, SOPA. Another pretty phenomenal mover. Did most of it throughout the course of the whole session. It wasn't like one big pump. But seeing these 100%-ish moves is very reassuring. Gives a lot of confidence that the rest of this week could be more bullish. So going into tomorrow, I think I need to be a little more aggressive. I was conservative today. I think that was the right call. Maybe I missed out on SPRB, but at the same time, it was a very dangerous setup, and I needed to be very careful. But I think tomorrow I need to experiment with being a little bit more aggressive, maybe trying some front side of the move tries, and if it works out, then great, but don't be too aggressive with it. So I think that's going to be my game plan going into tomorrow, and I think that's it. So yeah, if you like this recap, please do leave a like. It helps me out. I don't sell courses, I don't sell signals or anything. I'm just showing my recaps, showing my thought process, and I hope you can find some value out of it. So I will see you on tomorrow's recap.